Today I'm going to Platinum Slime Rancher. This video is part of a series where I go from 0 all the way to 100 games platinumed on my PS5. If you haven't already, check out the other videos in this series. A playlist will be linked in the description below. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already and you are new to the channel. Now let's get into this. Slime Rancher is a farming sim game that has you trying to make as much money as possible. How do you do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. The focus is trapping slimes and feeding them food. Once they eat, these little guys give you these little things called plorts. Ayo, what is that? And how did it get there? Each slime has its own favorite food, which doubles the amount of plorts that you get. So it does benefit to learn the slimes and figure out which foods they like. Now in terms of trophies, there are 31 trophies, including that sexy platinum, and I did most of them on my stream. A link in the description below. We going platinum. Who made this in paint? Why can I not have it the same? So most of the trophies in this game are relatively simple and you get just by playing the game, getting new slimes, progressing through the story that is here. There's a few other ones once you get a bit further on. We'll talk more about that later as we do it. So fun fact, I used to play this game so much that I speedrun it, and at one point I was like top 25 in the world of speedrunning this game. So there you go, there's a fun fact for you. So our first goal was to pop a gordo slime. A gordo slime is a large slime that is rooted to a certain spot on the map. Some of these slimes will give you things like loot bundles or keys to open certain doors to access new areas. You have to feed the slimes the food they like or their favorite food, and they will pop and give you some rewards. Obviously doing our first one, give us our first trophy. There you go, first plat trophy, Jelly Belly Burst. So I believe probably doing a slime thing. GG's. I quickly went on to do the second large gordo in these first areas, just so that I had all the keys I needed to get through the doors to unlock further areas in the game and get better slimes. Different slime plorts have different values, so it makes sense to have multiple slime types so that I can sell them for more or less profit each day. But trust me, you don't have to actually unlock all the doors. There are ways to get around them. Please don't tell on me. So I think this is one of the first games I've played where I've naturally gotten the trophies just through playing the game and going through the story. And the next trophy I ended up getting was for shooting some food into a slime's mouth while it was in the air. So nice shot, I guess. Hey. Second trophy, GG's catch. Next trophy was really simple, and it was not sleep until the morning and stay up all night. Who needs sleep anyway? Like literally. Me on 2 hours of sleep right now editing this video. Boom, up all night. GG's. Now one of the trophies that I got randomly was the Boop trophy, which was letting a tabby slime headbutt you right on the nose. Now this guy's lucky I didn't go into Prime Mike Tyson and absolutely rock his shit, so I'll let him off today because he gave me the trophy. For a couple of in-game days of building up the corals and the pens that the slimes are in, and just collecting a couple of the plorts to sell, I ended up getting another trophy, which was for making 5,000 new bucks in a single day. There are two more trophies that are pretty similar to this, one being Transporter, where you sell 500 total plorts at the market, and the last being Well-Off Rancher, where I earn over 25,000 new bucks in total. Well-Off Rancher, I think that's 25,000 coins. Yes, GG's. So after a little bit of time, I unlocked the lab, which has the Science Center, which does a lot of research-based stuff where I can build excavators, drills, and actually make things like teleporters and other things that are related to trophies later on. Quickly, I went back to the Glass Desert, which is the end game area. And one of the trophies I got here relatively quickly was bringing back life to the Glass Desert, where you use your water to replenish these little pods that will help regrow that area. What's left for plat at this point? Quite a lot, to be fair. Renewal, there we go. That's another trophy. While I was here, I found one of these big boys, the boom slimes, and they blow up occasionally. And one of the trophies is to shoot them in the air, and while they're in the air, they need to blow up. So you just need to time it right, basically. Nice, there we go. GG's. So now I've completed the game's story. I'm just waiting on one or two things to pop up for me to get the achievement, and I'm back at my base and I'm working on getting some other achievements done, and I realized I can rattle off quite a few relatively quickly due to where I am in the game and how many slimes and things I have. But these next few trophies I literally got within like 10 minutes of each other because I'm that much of an absolute G.
Are you sure about that?
First one was relatively simple. It's called Fruit Cocktail. I essentially have to have 3 different farms of 3 different fruits. The next trophy, Same premise, but veggies. 3 different farms with 3 different vegetables. Okay, salad bar. Afterwards, I work on the trophy called Ball Pit, where I have to place 40 slimes into one coral and then dive in head first like I'm going for gold in the Olympics. Then I had to place 3 large slimes in one containment coral. Now this can be a bit risky because, as I referred to earlier, you can mix 2 slimes. You can have one slime eat another slime's claw and it will turn into half and half of that. But if that mixed slime eats a 3rd separate slime type, it will turn into an evil slime called Tar and absolutely freak the fuck out of everything. Like, look at his face. He's terrified. So I guess that's why this is a trophy, because it's not something you should really do. It then had to be like Captain America, withstanding the radiation and the super serum that's going through my veins. I think I had to stand in the rad radiation for like 15 seconds. It's not as good as my body though. Okay, I was gonna say. So there's 2 trophies for incinerating chickens, one for a really young chickadoo baby chick and one for an elder chicken. This one here, I did the baby chick and I felt no emotions doing it. Had to be done. So I was working on some corals right by the Slime Science Center, mainly so I could just have a lot of the resources that I needed a lot more regularly at arm's reach. It just made sense to have these corals right next to the place where I'm going to need to be putting them in. But doing this allowed me to fabricate my first machine, which gave me a trophy for doing that. I will also get another trophy later on for fabricating 30 total machines. So I need to keep doing this. Now, moving on to some diversification. No, literally, that's what the trophy's called. What it wants me to do is have 8 large slimes on my farm at one time. Again, at the point of the stage where it's relatively easy, I have quite a few already. I just went and picked up a bunch of pink and blue basic slimes and mixed them with a few of the plorts laying around and ended up getting the trophy relatively quickly and easily. Trying my best not to make any tar slimes in the process was probably the hardest part in doing this one. Now it's time to suck. I literally just had to vacuum up like 15 slimes. Nice. Okay. So after all this fooling around, I decided to join the 7Z Club. It's a stage in the game where once you start earning quite a bit of money, you can actually buy your way into. The more tiers that you buy, the more things you unlock. You can unlock fences, upgrades, new things, arcade stuff, that sort of thing. And you're going to need a few of these things for the trophies going forward. So I unlocked it now so that I could get these things later on. Now, for the keen-eyed viewers out there, yes, you may have noticed that I have had Gilded Ginger for quite a while in my 4th inventory slot. Now, what is Gilded Ginger? I hear you so politely whisper on the tip of your tongue. Gilded Ginger is essentially the favourite food for gold slimes. Gold slimes are a slime in this game and they're incredibly rare just to appear out of nowhere. Obviously, gold being the most valuable thing in the game in terms of selling it at the market, I want to maximize my chances when I get it. Now, there are 2 ways you can get gold plort from a slime. One, you can shoot anything at it, even if it's carrots or whatever, and it will drop some plorts for you actually just hitting it. 2, you field it this Gilded Ginger and is guaranteed to give you 5 gold plorts. What's also great about that is there is a trophy for getting at least 3 from a gold slime. Gimme. So after a certain amount of in-game time had passed and collecting enough letters, I was finally ready for the Adventure Continues trophy and the story finally being complete. If you made it this far into the video, you might as well hit the subscribe button, by the way, and check this game out, it's awesome. After waking up, I made a podium from the 7Z Club and I had to force myself to make a tar slime and put him on the podium. Look at you. You're the best. So I said earlier about chickens, and they're quite a big part of the next few trophies that I'm going to do. One trophy is called Hasty Exchange. Pretty much I have to accept and complete a challenge within 2 in-game hours. Then I started working on a coop on my farm. I wanted that elder hen for a trophy, similar to the monster trophy we got earlier for incinerating a baby chicken. I have to do the same with the older hen. While I'm there doing that, I'm also feeding all the chickens that I come across on my travels to the massive pen of 40 plus slimes because there is a trophy for feeding 100 chickens to slimes on the ranch. I wanted to get away and do something different for a bit, and one of the trophies in this game is to spend 24 in-game hours away from the ranch. There are a couple of new areas that you can unlock by doing some commission-based things for the people who call up on the phone. Once you do so many, you will unlock the areas where you can go through and do more things for them and actually unlock new areas to build in. There's new things like slimes and stuff like that, but we won't get into that too much. Being here for 24 in-game hours allowed me to have this trophy when I came back. Not gonna lie, because I died, I thought I weren't gonna get that trophy. Oof. So I'm essentially just rushing through the trophies now. The next one is to do with the slime ball. It's essentially basketball where you use the slimes as the ball. Please don't contact HR. You essentially have to get 50 score in less than a minute, which is easy enough when you cheese it and kind of do it this way. Trying to get through all these as quick as possible so that we could just do the speed running rush mode where we have to collect 75,000 new bucks in the single mode. Before I could get my little mittens onto it, I had to make the rest of these machines. If you remember earlier in the video, I said I had to make 30 of them in total, which is why I had this little area here. I kind of just absolutely grinded this area for 10-15 minutes. I made as many machines as possible. Ended up getting the second last trophy in the game, and now I am ready for rush mode. Rush mode is a timed challenge where you try and earn as much money as you can in a limited amount of time. The trophy for this is earning 75,000 coins within the time frame you are given. Now, you do have a time limit, but it can be extended by doing the little shop commissions and things that people asked for. You do those and you do get an extra 12 minutes per one you do. You also get things called gilded gingers. Remember those from earlier. Those are really important because there are the gold gordos dotted about in the map now, which you can pop to earn more slimes for the gold. So for me, it took a couple of playthroughs to understand where they were, which in the end really helped getting me this trophy. Obviously, the main objective is to get as many plots as you can using your knowledge of the game, even if it's things like mechanics or just good pairs of slimes to use in terms of cash. One big thing to note is the cash never changes. Typically day by day, depending on what you've sold the day before, the market might change. In this mode, everything's the same. So if you're going to try this mode, jot down what the prices are and go from there. But what I can say is go for the gold gordos. They are glorious. Just look at all these plots. So many of them. So for the trophy to pop, you have to finish with over 75k coins on you. So the last 10-15 seconds was me just chilling with stream. And yeah, I guess I'll let you watch that. 10 seconds. Come on. Please. Yes! Let's go! Oh! Woo. I'll tell you what. No better feeling. Platinum trophy. GG. Let's go. Slime Rancher. What a game. This game was one of the first games I ever decided to stream. I'm talking 6-7 years ago. This game and me have history. Kind of history where you should be blocked on a phone or something like that. No, honestly, I love this game so much. It introduced me to speedrunning. It introduced me to so much fun. On the surface, it's a cute, fun little indie game where you go around and collect slimes and you make money and you're a rancher, right? You're just doing farming simulator. But deep down, there's so much more to it. The lore behind it, learning the slimes, learning the routes, all that sort of stuff. It just kind of ticks most of the boxes in my book. Now, as I've said to you, this game has just such a place in my heart for whatever reason. I am so glad that I have played this game and that I've experienced this game. This is one of those games that I find myself coming back to once a year or every 18 months and just chilling and playing through. It's something that a lot of people in my Twitch stream have found me through. It was one of the first games I started getting a little bit of traction on. Now, let's give it a rating. Now, I'm going to try and be a little unbiased here. this game has a big place in my heart, so much so that I haven't even really played Slime Rancher 2 yet. I do want to give Slime Rancher 2 a go when I have free time, and maybe I'll even platinum that as part of this 100 game series. Let me know down below if you want me to do that. But for a rating, I'm going to give this game an 8.5 out of 10. Is it the best game I've ever played? No, but it is just one of those games that I absolutely adore, and anyone who ever asks me about this game, I plead for them to play it. I'm super happy to have this game as part of the 100 game series, and I cannot wait for what the future has in store for the series. Now, if there's any games you guys want to see in the series, then let me know down below. Or you can let me know in Discord or anything like that. Any links that you want to get hold of me on, or come watch the streams or anything like that, they're all in the description below. They're literally 1 or 2 clicks away and you're there. I want to say a massive thank you for watching this video, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to get the next few videos out for your faces. It's currently around Christmas time as of this video coming out, so if I haven't already seen you, then Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good rest of your 2024 going into 2025. And if you're watching this months, years later, then thank you very much for watching. Let me know down below when you are watching this. That would be really interesting to see. Guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and if you haven't already, check out these videos in the series now.